Your Excellency Martin Kimani, Permanent Representative of Kenya to the United Nations and Chair of the Group of Friends of Education, members of the Group of Friends of Education, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Today we commemorate the International Day of Education under the theme Learning for Lasting Peace. This theme of empowerment is both timely and befitting, as it speaks to the fundamental principles of the United Nations and its commitment to global peace and security. It is no surprise that UNESCO should so intrinsically link education and peace, considering that this unique organization was in fact set up as a peace organization in response to the degradation and pain of 2 world wars, with a mission to stimulate and promote peace and mutual respect and understanding in the minds and hearts of mankind. The theme rightly recognizes that education is not a privilege, but a fundamental human right, a right that is inherent and unconditional to all human beings in both times of peace and times of conflict. Excellencies, we recently celebrated the momentous milestone of the 75th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 26 of which affirms that everyone has the right to education. It therefore remains a matter of deep concern that global education statistics confirm that 250 million children and youth and 763 million adults are still deprived of access to education. Equally concerning is the fact that the global literacy gap continues to widen. At the midpoint of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, during the September SDG Summit, conscious that progress is well below target, we recommitted to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education, and to promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. While appreciating that measured progress has been made, it is all the more crucial that we acknowledge and address the hurdles inhibiting the full delivery of the fundamental right to education to our global citizenry. We must therefore use this day to reaffirm our unwavering determination to confront head-on all obstacles to the full employment of this right by all. And in that regard, the unrestricted freedom of girls the world over to receive an education remains a paramount concern. A key diagnostic is the perennial underinvestment in education in relation to what is required to achieve SDG 4. But we know, given the role and indeed the impact of education, that investment in education is an investment in peace, in human rights, in sustainable development, and in humanity's collective progress and prosperity. We therefore urgently need better resourced education systems in all our countries to support and drive the desired transformation. Systems that promote equity, inclusivity, diversity, tolerance, and equality. Systems that lay a foundation for conflict prevention and sustainable peace, and that fully integrate systems that embrace the marginalized and less privileged, including those in remote rural locations, ensuring their total inclusion within their communities. In short, achieving SDG 4 requires that we prioritize the creation of accessible education systems that leave no one behind. Excellencies, let me close by emphasizing that here at the United Nations, our premier multilateral forum, we must elevate education to the highest possible levels with the contribution of your group. This remains a core objective of my presidency. Let us ensure that the processes surrounding the upcoming Summit of the Future and its Pact for the Future are optimized to recognize the value of empowerment through education. As the former chairman of a national commission for UNESCO, and indeed as president of the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly, I am particularly gratified to commend UNESCO for its continuing vision in fostering the transformative role of learners as agents of peace and indeed of transformation. Today we must not only celebrate education for all, but we must also reaffirm it by mantra as a catalyst for peace and security, sustainable development, and promotion of human rights. Quite simply, education is a driver of both empowerment and peace. I thank you.